My name is Lo Tony, and I'm the founding managing partner of Plexo Capital. And I am going to, I think if we get started with the next slide, I won't get an opportunity to talk a little bit about who I am. I am a former investor. Most recently, before Plexo Capital, I was on the investment team as a partner with GV, which is short for Google Ventures. So at GV, I started in about 2015, and one of the things that Larry and Sergey, the founders of Google, wanted us to do at GV was deploy more capital. They were very happy with everything that we were doing to be able to, in their words, give back to the ecosystem by funding the next generation of entrepreneurs. So one of the things that we decided to do was try to identify how are we going to find some of the most amazing deal flow that other folks are not seeing, especially at the early stage. And that's where Plexo Capital comes in. So what is Plexo Capital? Plexo Capital is an investment management firm focused on venture capital. It started out with this idea that I had. Now I'll go back to the story of GV. So the way that we decided to get access to more deal flow was by trying to identify general partners of venture capital firms that had access to unique networks. And one of the theses that we had after spending time with some black general partners was that not only did they have access to the traditional Sand Hill Road network, but they also had access to a dramatically different network that when we went at GV and compared those companies to the companies in our own database, we saw that, wow, there was an opportunity to be able to generate some nice returns. The light bulb went off for me in February of 2016, and I said, hey, you know, I think I can actually create a model around what we found as being successful, because we had invested as a limited partner at GV into some of these, into 5 black general partners. And I got the green light to be able to explore what Plexo Capital could be. And I came up with a strategy. It's really simple. There's just 3 things that we do. We invest as an LP into early stage venture capital funds. I expanded it to include women and other people of color. And really, we get folks from all over the world now. And as a result of investing as an LP, we get access to their deal flow, just like we did at GV. And that lets us also invest directly out of the same vehicle. And everyone talks about liquidity within our space. So we've also identified another opportunity that helps us from our network, which is secondaries. Our network of GPs, they let us know if LPs are interested in selling their positions, and that allows us to be able to acquire stakes in firms that have portfolios with companies that we love, while at the same time being able to have access to them. We've made 53 LP investments across 35 companies, and 19 of those are first-time funds. We have amazing limited partners, including Google and, of course, MassMutual, Ford Foundation, Hampton University. Our database is one of the things that really is a secret weapon for us. We track over 1,700 firms. We've talked to over 650 to get down to those 35 firms. We've got an amazing network of GPs with a lot of brands and logos that are likely well known. And our selection process has led us to be a first LP in Base 10 Partners. We were actually one of the first 5 LPs to verbally commit, the first black GP on the Midas list. Steve Jang at Kindred also made the Midas list. And Charles Hudson at Precursor Ventures, another Plexo Capital GP, is on the Midas Brink list. So our process works and it's scalable. We've got a great platform, including GPX, which is a program that I can best describe as a Y Combinator for GPs, helping them understand how to start their firms, fundraise, as well as manage their funds. And through our efforts, we've helped them raise over $30 million in institutional capital. So we're in the process of raising 2 products, our flagship fund at $75 million, and a new fund focused on that GPX strategy that'll be around fund ones those small 30 million and less funds that are really just getting started and just starting to raise institutional capital. That's where we can do our best work by selecting them and getting them to the point of raising great funds. We'll have 25 million allocated for that fund. So in total, it'll be $100 million across both vehicles. Thanks so much for your time.